and put it out there in the coming days. And I'm sorry for the glitch 2/3 of the way through it and stuff. We've had an absolute blast talking to you guys. You're absolutely unique in the way you do everything. Pardon?
We have to get them on the couch.
And you must come onto the hot. When we're allowed to drive around like adults, we will invite you onto the couch for one of our Thursday night live hotbox shows, because we've got so much dank you won't believe.
Oof, I can only imagine. We would love to do that, and it's been great chatting to you guys, and sorry about my bad connection as well. I was hoping to be outside in the garden, but unfortunately I didn't want my laptop to get rained on.
Yeah, man.
So
thank you for joining us on D-Day, virtually joining us on D-Day 2020, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks,
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Awesome. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Van of Weber. I am here today at the Cannabis 4.20 D-Day, Dagga Day, and I'm interviewing, what's your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris, and you're representing what boy band behind you here?
Guys that are just excited to be
the guys who are excited to be here is the name of the boy band, ladies and gentlemen. But what would you say to people who oppose the legalization of cannabis, sir?
Screw them.
There you have it. Love is always the better option. If they don't agree with you, just screw them until they do. You can hold your beer.
Hey everybody, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm just doing a flyer drop where it all started. I'm in Maboneng Precinct with this year's D-Day 4.20 flyer posters. We just had an amazing bit of luck from a supplier, a printer in Johannesburg. He just donated 5,000 of these to the cause. So we're all out like crazy on the last weekend before 4.20 trying to get something out. And if you could see around now, this is literally the place where we held 4.20 the very first time. An illegal party in the street that wasn't locked off, it wasn't sanctioned, it wasn't anything. But we had 1,500 people here, and that cost Myrtle and I 30,000 rand that day. But it put it on the map. It's not as packed as I've seen it before, and it certainly wasn't as packed as it was in D-Day 4.20 the first time. I think we had 1,500 people in the street. So now's the time, guys. Get yourself to D-Day 4.20, get a ticket. The tickets are getting sold. There will be tickets on the door though. Doors open at 10 o'clock, and the first 200 through the gate get a breakfast on us. So here's that street, the street that started the whole thing off all those years ago. We're very proud of D-Day, and we hope you come and see. We got some great bands.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Van of Weber. I am here today at the Cannabis 4.20 D-Day, Dagga Day, and I'm interviewing, what's your name?
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Happy
Guys, my name is Suresh. I am the newest member at Fields of Green for All, and I am a stakeholder manager. And a little bit about myself, I absolutely love weed. I love learning about the plant itself, as well as the entire industry and how legalization will create a whole lot of new supporting industries. And the reason why I think and we know that stakeholders are very important is because we need to make sure that everyone's voice is heard in making sure that we get the right kinds of laws passed. And part of that is making sure that I get our desired outcomes document to as many stakeholder categories as possible. So that'll range from government departments, civil society, supporting industry businesses, media, even educational institutions. And the most important thing is you guys are the most important stakeholder in this. The people who use cannabis, who grow it, who trade it, because without your voice, all of this is kind of meaningless. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Devo. Been smoking weed for about 13 years on a daily basis. Never been busted, never been arrested for it. I've never raped anyone while on it. I've never killed anyone. I've never stolen for it. I've never sold my mother's stuff for it. Ultimately, it's helped me every day after a hard day's work. Fucking smoke a joint and I'm chilled. I suddenly don't want to kill anyone. Weed saved my life, definitely.
Hello, it's me again from the Fields of Green for All office. I'd like to just point out to you that we have this book on sale in our shop. Now, this is probably the most important thing in cannabis in South Africa at the moment. It's called Cannabis in South Africa, the People's Plant, because that is what it is. A full spectrum manifesto for policy reform. You can download the PDF or you can order the hard copy.
Good evening, my name is Van of Yib, and I am here this evening with two lovely ladies who are...
Jamie Lee, Monica.
Now ladies, what time did you arrive here today?
I actually don't know, I think like 2 o'clock.
How did you hear about this event?
I actually just saw somebody send me the picture of it and I was like, see?
Hello 420 land, we're coming to you live from Johannesburg, Carfax in Newtown. There are already hundreds of people in the street, there are queues outside, the second band's on and everybody's smoking weed!
Welcome to our party, wherever you are. Thanks for joining us. And this is our very first time of trying to live stream this, so bear with us and have fun in your lounge.
All the online tickets have now been sold. The tickets are now at the gate. There's loads of them. They're 150 rand each. Come one, come all, and we'll see you on the street. Bye.
Hit it. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait. Okay, now, from the beginning.
Back we go to the studio of DDay virtually 2020, where we virtually didn't make it. That was quite a mission for 20 minutes. We ran out of data, and to reset all of this and put it back on was quite a story. I can tell you in the interim, we finished our interview with Van Pletsen because we were still recording, although we'd gone offline. So we're going to cut the segment up of all the videos they showed us and the interview we had, because it was really funny. We had such a laugh. So I'm glad some of you are still around. We can see you around. It looks like it's still around, yeah? Just checking, because I don't know, Van Pletsen had some streaming issues, so did we, but I guess everybody's still just streaming away in lockdown.
The internet's breaking.
So if anyone is still out there watching, I've been doing this every so often, just to put this jar of seeds in front of the camera. And it's up to you to guess how many seeds are in this jar. And very shortly we're going to get Jordan from Green Smoke Room on to talk us through his giveaway. And to add to the giveaway, if you add to the giveaway now, we've got Green Smoke Room with some genetics, and we've got some BioLeaf nutrients, soil, medium, and we've got some Knuckle Genetics beans as well to go into the mix. So if you can guess how many seeds are in there, and I can tell you, are we still around about 80? Within 80, yeah. Somebody's got within 80 of the seeds that we've got on the piece of paper in there anyway. So parallel to that, you may well have seen the mullets at DQ Central. Mullet Central with the beards. The bearded wonders at DQ. Fuck, they're funny guys. When they're as real as that.
And they're real on this.
They're in
form
it.
right now.
And you know, it's normal. They do that every day. So the tuning between them is really cool. They're pretty
They're amazing.
Yeah, no,
it's actually like besties in real life.
It's evolved from the first couple of
I think I saw that there was like 1,500 views of one that was going down the other day. I mean, they're getting more and more, you know. They decided on the spur of the moment to get in on the action to give away some stuff, because that's what their Cannabis Cares SA whole promotion's about.
Yeah.
If you send a video to them, I'm going to smoke this because Cannabis Cares, because the more you smoke, the more care you will get from cannabis. Seems legit to me.
And the
that's
more
what I
you
do.
will care for everything else.
Right. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, with mindfulness and all of that. And I don't mean like physically, this is a mental thing as well, because fuck it, what would it be like with no weed in lockdown?
No, don't even.
Fantasy.
Don't even.
So Quinn and Dave, on the spur of the moment, have done a Sacred Seeds giveaway, and they said the first 10 people to tell everybody what Quinn said about the takeaway question. He said he would go straight to the spur.
Steers.
Didn't say that there. Fucking Spurs needed carrots. Steers.
King Steer.
Spur. Really?
Yeah, he wants
King
steers.
Steers.
He wants a
He wants
King
King
Steer.
Steer.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
fucked that up. There you go.
He wants
So
a King Steer burger.
are you ready for this? So maybe you're still on the stream, you guys, but maybe not. But what we're going to do is promulgate all this, and don't worry, we'll get to you somehow. Number one, Tobias the Great. You were so slick, it was like on the buzzer of a game show. That you... In for the seeds. Delta 9 Jack. Delta 9 Jack is on there. He comes into the Hotbox show quite a lot. Gonzo Green. Alfonso Fortain, excuse my pronunciation. Damien Stain. Darsha Rugbar. Damon Pinar. Julio Trinchero. Brendan Wainwright. And Johan Campbell. You have all won the following. You each won a pH pen.
Nice.
Not a pH pen.
Pen or seeds.
Oh, you got a choice.
Seeds. We're going to let them know.
Oh, hey, you know what? It gets even better. Okay, so there is a selection. We're going to get hold of you to figure out which ones you want out of the things that we're going to say. But basically, there are packs of auto. They deal in autos. They're daiquiri autos, lime seeds, and Dutch passion seeds. So a bunch of those are up on offer, and the following 10 people are the ones that won it.
Yay!
Shit!
Congratulations!
Oh, Tobias the Great is live. Tobias, you know what it is? We'll do this via Hotbox Podcast 420.co.za.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll be on this thread later, and we'll catch up with you. Are we good with the signal? Is everything bouncing around? So, Jordan's ready to rock. How long Jordan's been waiting? Jordan's been waiting, what, like 2 weeks for D-Day? 3 weeks. He's been more excited than anybody I know about D-Day, because he's one of those guys. The fucking energy level out of this guy is always awesome. Hey, Jordan. Nice backdrop.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it looks like you're right in the middle of...
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I'm glad. Have you been waiting long? Because we went a little bit haywire there and lost the signal and stuff, and now we're back up and running. So you're 20 past 4 extravaganza is now at 10 past 5. It's not. It doesn't sound as sexy, but we don't worry.
Yeah, no.
You wouldn't believe
No,
what's...
no worries at all. I've been watching your show the whole day. I've been loving it.
Cool.
Is it going out all right? Does it look as if we did some practice, or we know what we're doing, or because these guys over here in the corner, sure, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you isolated, dude? Are you completely alone? How's it going with your 3 weeks of weird?
No, I'm with my girlfriend, and we've got 3 dogs with us, keeping us very busy.
Nice. Nice. I think the animals are loving having all the people home.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So much love.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for the people that don't have animals at home right now. I think it's the best companion you can have.
Yeah. It could be a lifesaver for some, yeah.
Is there a way people can like adopt or foster?
There was a foster program for people to foster animals through lockdown.
I've seen a few have turned into like now adoptions.
Yes.
So that's
Probably
beautiful.
most of them will, yeah.
So the last guest that we piped in was Angela from THCA, and I took a flyer and said cynically, "Oh, have you got like 2 big huskies in the house? Have you got like massive dogs to look after?"
I've got 1 Rottweiler and then 2 small dogs, a Pekingese and a Maltese poodle.
Oh, cute, man. Ankle biters.
And have you got like a patch?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Have you got some outside? Have you got some green grass and stuff, or are you on a balcony flat somewhere?
Oh no, I've got a very nice big garden.
Lekker.
Nice, nice.
Well,
I've even got a few days where I've managed to get the chipping wedge out, managed to chip a few golf balls.
Fucking hell.
Wow, nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I take it that backdrop there is not your backyard at the moment. It's coming up to sunset, no?
No. Had to get the digital team and the graphic designers on this, getting it ready for 4.20 day. Wanted to represent, have a nice backdrop.
Looks amazing.
We've been doing the best we can with getting the seed gig out. You wouldn't believe how many people have entered for the seed competition. I had to narrow it down to 4 figures as to how many seeds, because people were getting a bit weirder. Like, I don't know, they've never seen... some people just haven't seen 143,000 seeds in one space before. It's quite obvious.
It doesn't look like that, I can tell you that much.
It's also quite amazing how many people have commented 4,200 seeds.
As if we would do something that obvious. I mean...
Yeah.
You sound sarcastic right now.
No, but it's been great. Been a really, really interesting show. Thank you guys for putting it on.
Has it been coming across okay? Yeah, because it's like we're not. This is not what we joined up for, but it's a lot of fun doing it. We do get into the zone, and we got quite a crew. If you could imagine how little we had a week last Thursday.
Well, I mean, most of the crew are people that live here anyway, so it's not like we've been importing hundreds of people onto the property. It's the bare minimal.
I think it's been really interesting. And for us thinking that like a 4.20 day wasn't going to happen, I think this is the best we could have done, and we've brought in everyone in the community that could come in has been able to come in and chat, and you had the live chats going on. I think it's been really, really successful.
Cool. Well, thanks for the feedback on that, because I know you set a high standard as well. The last D-Day that you were at, Brew, you blew us away with that setup you had with the whirly wheel and the whole thing. I know we were going to try and do some such chaos today, but let's keep it simple, because it's still difficult simply this time. So this time last week, you would have been cooking there in that corner with that whole setup. And have you completely come to a standstill now, or is there still some sort of trade going on in seeds? How's it going?
Everyone wants seeds right now.
So, South Africa and our good customers, our repetitive customers, they've been continuing ordering. We do have limited stock that has still been going up. That if you want to get your hands on it, you're gonna have to place your order now. We are running a lockdown special. That's 20% off if you put the coupon in lockdown. We've also been adding, usually we give like 1 or 2 free seeds. We've been adding 5 free seeds to all these orders during lockdown. The community's been very supportive. I have to say, it has, sales are definitely, you know, they've gone down a bit. I think people are a little bit worried when lockdown's going to end, when they'll actually be able to get their stock. But in the big scheme of things, the community's been there for us. They've continued to place their orders. I think everyone understands that, you know, lockdown will end eventually, and people want to make sure they get this stuff as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you good to continue after the whole lockdown as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, listen, we've been running during lockdown, so we're packing orders. We've moved everything. Of course, we're in lockdown and we're working from home, but we've got a home office. I mean, been packing orders every day, making sure that, you know, guys' stuff's reserved, ready to go from day one.
Nice.
Yeah, we definitely will be ready. You know, I think from the reports I've seen, it says that e-commerce and the couriers will be able to launch in level 3. But we are waiting. We do have a permit to ship, but we're still weighing up if we spoke, I think it was the first day of lockdown, and we came to a choice that we weren't going to ship during lockdown. We wanted to allow the courier companies to concentrate on shipping to the hospitals and the essential services that need it more than guys that want to grow at home. You know, it's coming to a point where we also have to worry about the people at home that need their own medicine, and, you know, if they don't have enough stock to grow for themselves, then that can kind of fall on our shoulders. So we are looking at ways of getting operational very soon. We do have essential service permits, so we are weighing it up, and hopefully we should be up and running next 2 weeks to be able to ship our orders again.
You know the journey that we've had, Jordan. You've been around for a long, long time. You know how happy it makes how happy it makes me feel to know that you're an essential service now.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. That's so super cool.
You know, it helps. The essential service, I have to admit, it does fall under more your big commercial farmers. They did let us know that, you know, it's your guys with licenses that we have to prioritize and supply them. But yeah, we are looking at every avenue what we can do.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about the giveaway. There was the 517 giveaway, not the 421.
So yeah, we're giving away critical African Kush feminized seeds. And there's 10 of them, and then 10 Rooibos regular seeds.
Nice.
A nice landrace strain from South Africa, as we all know of. We've also got Green Smoke Room Rizzler and Green Smoke Room Buff that we'll be giving away in the competition.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, what better competition to do for a seed bank than to let people guess how many seeds are in a jar?
Exactly.
Hell, those are not just any seeds as well. Those are some pretty cool.
Yeah, no, these are pretty cool seeds. This is a legit jar of seed with your name on it.
It's not just any old seeds there.
Should we tell them how many seeds there were in it? What I can tell you, actually, before I do that, is we've got a whole bunch of winners going, woohoo! Because Giuliano's in the house, Dasha, all the people that won are still on the stream.
Yay!
Damien Stein,
Congratulations,
Alfonso,
guys.
Bradley saying lekker congrats to the people, and Joanne Campbell says, I've never won anything. I'm so thrilled.
Oh, yay.
That's pretty cool. So you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff coming in from DQ Central eventually when we can unlock ourselves down, COVIDly speaking.
Yes.
So should we tell them who won?
Yeah.
Should we tell him who won? Because it's pretty ironic who won.
Oh,
And what he won, it's a he. He's actually been on one of the videos. I've seen his face on one of the videos today in the crowd from way back. He's followed us all along. He's always on the live stream on the Hotbox show every week, tuning people, and he's a great advocate for private spaces and legal weed. He runs an East London cannabis club. He's a practicing Rastafarian. Are we getting close here? Anybody know who it is? He's quite short. In fact, his dreadlocks are about as long. He got past his knees now. So Raz Yellow Warren.
What?
Warren won the goodies. Can you believe?
Amazing.
Because
Well,
he knows.
how many seeds were there in there?
How many seeds are here? There's 2,245? 2,265.
Jeez.
That's all. That's all.
So did he get it on the dot?
That's one of the easiest things in the world to smuggle. If you put those flat, you should be able to get them both 100 grams on a sheet of A4 vacuum packed.
So he got it within
Single
80.
seed.
He was the
He
closest.
voted 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, he put 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, he's a clever rasta, that one. Grrr. Warren, if you're still on the feed watching, that's fucking hilarious, bro. You see, he's one of those dudes that plays back. He's a financial advisor.
He's on.
Warren, fuck Warren.
Congratulations, love.
Which feed am I on? What?
Yeah, very cool.
Virtual D-Day. Jesus, Warren, yeah, you know what? You've always been part of the maths because he's a financial advisor, for fuck's sake. So he knows the maths.
Yeah.
So he looks at the jar, quantifies it quantumly because he knows we haven't got any 5G round here. He can't do that trick with us, eh?
And he's a rasta, he knows the weights of a seed.
He just knows. He can see the seed, like, consciously. And the fact that he just put 2, 3, 4, 5 is hilarious. Warren, you're a superstar, bro.
I can imagine Redman was a part of that equation.
It's a numbers game.
Warren, you've got a bunch of beans from Jordan, from Green Smoke, and you've got a bunch of beans from Knuckle Genetics, which we know are top draw from the west coast of America. They know exactly what they're up with. And what else we get? From biotechnology, from Wesley, who we heard from earlier. BioLeaf Tech has donated a whole bunch of grow medium to put those babies in. So your stipulation, Jordan, is we want to see progress reports, yeah?
Oh, it's in good hands.
We can trust Warren to give us progress
Good
reports.
hands.
Well, it's not like anyone's got anything else to do at the moment, so they can stand and watch. And like,
Yeah, that also reminds me we are still running our lockdown competition. We will be announcing the winner at the end of lockdown. We're running the competition with you could have started now or at the beginning of lockdown. Obviously, the guys who start at the beginning have a huge advantage, but the competition is to grow the tallest plant. And yeah, you got to take daily photos for us, post them on Instagram or Facebook, or you can send it to our email address. It's online, all our different email addresses, and yeah, there's some very nice prizes to be won there.
Nice.
Top man, can't wait to meet you again in person one day and do this all again. Cool, man. You read? Thank you. And again, you know, we say this a lot because all the affiliates get a mention on the Hotbox show every week, and you have been there from right at the beginning. And I do mean it. You are a totally essential service.
Yeah,
so
really.
Big up to you, Jordan. And thanks for all your energy, and thanks for having a lot of fun with the seed business today.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Cheers, Jules. Cheers, Joe. Bye, guys.
Cheers, Jordan. We'll hopefully see you soon.
He's actually in the end.
Hopefully.
Are you ready to go with the background or something?
He's played a role in making sure everyone's got their weed.
Big time. This man is OG
Alrighty.
fucking SA industry.
So now, Zakes, I reckon Mr. Zakes finally is in the house, speaking to us from Northwest, and he may well not have his microphone on at the moment, but I think he can hear us. So down in that bottom thing again, there you go, Zakes, I can hear you, brother.
Yeah, Jules. Hey, the crew.
Hi, how you doing?
Can you?
Yes.
Zakes, we did it, bro. Thank you for keeping going. God.
It's so great to see you guys.
You know what, we're just talking now about, we've been doing this for 5 hours now, and we've been going through the history of D-Day, and you are the history of D-Day. You've been to as many as me.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Time runs so fast, Jules. I can't believe that. I remember the first time when we started this, it was like, and the weather was like the same as today. I'm in the Northwest now. It's rainy, it's drizzling, and it was the same feeling, when we started, and it was so crazy. I remember, wow, and the stage was so beautiful. And I can see the waves now right on the stage. We were rocking, man. I can't believe this is one of the greatest I've ever experienced. I've been playing a lot of festivals, but there's that festival that is so conscious, so very on point, where you find people are like, we so united, we so in love to each other, and that's the only festival that you can find, and hey, great, man, great. I just
And
my ways just faves to the
and you get very good ganja if you play there,
yeah?
And you get very good ganja if you play there.
Yeah.
So Zakes, we're all... Go ahead. So we've all been talking about this. Yeah, man, we've all been talking about this crazy lockdown thing. I see you're in a small space with a tin roof. Are you at your homestay? Are you at home in Northwest? Explain where you are and how many people are there and how you're feeling.
I'm at the home now, right now, yeah. I'm with the family. I'm with my wife and kids. We just kept ourselves inside the house, and we don't want to just be part of the unlawful people. We are so conscious about the COVID-19, and we're really taking it to consideration because we really see it as something else as we've never experienced in life. And I must tell you, this is one of the things that I was telling my kids, that it's their time to write history, and have things that they can explain when they grow up, to say they remember when they were still young, there was this, like, an attack that came and attacked the whole wide world, and no one was safe unless you could take precautions, So I'm at home with the family. We just it's me and my wife and the kids only. We are not crowded. We don't break in the law. It's just the family, the people who are meeting daily.
Yes, not even the
So,
rich.
and outside, are people scared? I mean, we come from a part of the world where we don't see any army, we don't see much police. There's roadblocks maybe on the way to the shop, but does it feel very heavy where you are? Does it feel as if the government is like getting very heavy?
Yeah, at least here, there's the cops are like making sure that they are letting the people that people shouldn't be in the street. Cops are patrolling all the time. Soldiers, sometimes we see soldiers. We just saw them once. It wasn't like a lot, but they did a serious trade. They were walking around the ghetto, mingling around with the people, making sure that the people, a lot of people were in the mall to do the shopping, and now they wanted to make sure that they do the distance thing of the people in the in-between thing of a 1 meter thing, and people should be careful, and people know to control the crowd and things. Otherwise, here in where we are, they just do the normal patrols of making sure that we are not on the streets, we are not lingering around. And the good thing is that, living in the ghetto where there's taverns and shebeens, and where there's a lot of kids love playing soccer and stuff like that. So they've made sure that on the alcohol side and all the gatherings, they've sorted it out. There's no gatherings. The shebeens and taverns are closed. And the kids, they just run after kids to make them sure that, hey, go back home. Because kids, they like to go outside and play soccer. That's the only thing, that. But it's not problematic because they are controllable. It's not they are not controllable. They're very controllable, and they're so scared. Once one of them screams that there are police patrolling around, everyone runs to the yard. It becomes clean again in the street.
Okay, and obviously, we've been speaking to every musician all day. It's affected every single musician on the planet, 100%. It's a difficult time for many people, but we understand that it's your bread and butter.
It is for for especially for people like me, musicians like me. I'm a full-on artist. I don't have another job that I do. Side all that I do is to take my guitar and play. And after playing up my guitar, I must expect something to come in my pockets so that I can try to support my family. And now it's getting more harder because since the COVID-19 thing started, they started with us. Remember, they started with soccer and music. That entertainment and soccer, you guys, you're not allowed to gather again. So I can't perform either. I'm just playing for my kids in the house, my guitar, and then done. And then, but there's nothing that comes in my pocket that makes me go. And in that manner, it tends to it tends to lower you down, like you are a useless husband that didn't take care or that didn't think before. But it's a situation that we are in now. All that I do now is just, I'm in love with the soil again. I'm doing the garden full time. I'm making sure that the plants are watered, and I'm planting a lot so that we can have food maybe from the soil, man.
Exactly, and use this time to create new music as well, so that when you can get out there, you've got new songs to perform, and people will want to buy a new album or give birth to a new project.
Yeah, that one, that one is on. It's number one on all the lists, things that are listed.
Yeah.
We've been busy just before we got into the COVID-19 thing. The band was busy with the new offering that we were busy with, recording it, getting it right. And luckily, when this thing came in, we were 80% on it.
Nice.
Of which right now I'm just working on maybe some of the song. One of the songs should just change a lyric to suit the situation of now, to just to because its first lyrics they were about other things, so we just to make them like when we finish this coronavirus thing, then the band has a story to tell, and the band has a new offering that has our new album and ready to work, new fresh ideas. Because I'm getting a lot of inspiration here in the Northwest. I like to be in the jungle. I like to take my wife. We go to the field. We look after the herbs and all the wild fruits and things. So when the inspiration is like crazy.
Good. Excellent.
I'm
There's a whole
very
new
inspired.
world to write about.
And what's it like being with the children all the time? How old are your children, Zakes?
I have 5 kids right now, and for me here with me, it's 4 of us. It's 4 of them. Another one is the COVID-19 got closed when it was in Johannesburg, so they can't come this side. But here it's all of us. It's me and my wife and the 3 kids. So life is just like normal. We're not crowded people.
Good,
yeah,
man.
no, it's good.
Well, you know what? We've been trying to get you linked in since maybe yesterday on another number, and now we've got this. It's great to see your face, man.
It's really good.
It's really weird that you're not playing the live stage right now at 5:30 at night. But we've had such fun looking through all of the old footage during the course of the day. Have you got a particular favourite? Have you got a venue favourite? Anything that comes to mind?
Can I ask you something before, Jules?
Yeah.
I can see you guys. I was so happy when I see you all sitting there, and I was just thinking that, oh, what a good smoke that I miss, that to have that nice joint of marijuana, from the DDay, from the one I know I would have get my best today,
Hey,
so man, yeah.
Are you telling me you got no ganja?
It's a lolo zol.
Are you telling me you've got no
I've got
ganja?
my little plantation. I'm trying to get there, you know, to be a good farmer. I'm learning.
Right.
Soon I'll be a farmer.
And it's crazy how people are going for tobacco and alcohol, huh? Isn't that funny? All of our lives as ganja smokers we've been hiding. And now you've got to hide cigarettes and tobacco. Did you ever think you'd see the day?
They should wait, those guys. Actually, it's our time now. We should just take over wire. Because once we take over for the rest of the life, we are going to make sure that the nation is healed, the nation is conscious, the nation knows about themselves. Than all the stuff that they have closed now. You know, that stuff is been taking the nation out of the road.
I agree with you, man. Zakes, we're going to call it here. We've got to the next time slot. It's been really great catching up with you. We think about you all the time. I hope you have a chance to look back at this video later when it's all chopped up. We'll chop it up. We'll send you the link of the live stream. I can see this huge smile and the house in the background. So it's been really interesting catching up with you. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you don't feel as if it's hectic outside. I'm glad you got some space and everyone's still in love with everybody.
Yes.
Go well, my friend, because you create real music for real people.
Yeah, we need you.
Oh, thanks a lot, guys. You can see I'm in the house here with my family. See, I'm with my wifey. She's busy in the kitchen. We're just getting ourselves right. And I'm so happy with you guys to see you again. I say to you, let's take care of ourselves and make sure that we meet again after the coronavirus.
We will meet again. There will be D-Day number 9 coming up.
Good night, Zakes, from the show. Thank you. D-Day 2020, the 8th appearance of Zakes and the Tidal Waves band on D-Day. Can you believe it? 8 years down the line, we never thought it would be like that. They are actually the only band that have got that accolade.
Yeah.
Christ, I'm so glad that worked out.
Yeah, indeed. It would have been really sad not to.
Not to have him on, no, he's been there all the time. And, you know, he could have, he never really, it was about some weed and the petrol money and stuff. I mean, bands have got to live, but they came to play D-Day with an open heart.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Indeed.
Crikey.
Sure, it does look like there's a bit of a storm brewing out there, hey?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, big time.
Who else has got one? Who else has had a storm? Anybody we know has been in a storm, no? Which way is it coming?
Someone
Makes a big,
makes
a big difference. If it's coming from there, we're fucked.
It was earlier when I came out.
If it's coming from that side, then it'll be a bit of a cloud. I can see, whoa, now I can see things happening. We've got a bit of a story with Cron. Yeah, so, okay. So by way of introduction to the next guys, I reckon they're up there with the most amount of energy of all of the bands that have ever played D-Day, and I think they've done 3 years. They did 3 years of D-Day. They did the last 2 Carfax, and they did the Golden Harvest.
Yes.
And what I can say about these guys...
And we've had them on the couch.
They've been on the couch before. Yeah, no, I think, you know, we're going about how grilled some people can get on the couch. I think they probably fit into that bracket. We got very grilled that night on the couch.
We did all get very grilled.
You know what my... the way they operate is so professionally because everything they do is for D-Day. I mean, they put this all together. It's not like they knock up something. They really work hard at what they do. Yeah. I don't understand half the moves. I don't really know whether I'm in love with the music half the time because I'm old and it's like far removed from what I normally get down to. But they're really cool at what they do. And we've got some great footage of what they do and bouncing around, trying to break our stages as best they can. So we got Cron and Nick in the house somewhere. Are they up and running?
Everyone has a flat chat.
Possibly. There's
Hello.
Nick. Hello, Nick. Okay, we're trying to get some sound for you, I think. And the fucking smoke in the background. How did you do that shit, dude?
I love it.
How are we doing here? Cron.
Oh, hello. He's got an interactive foreground. I like that.
I feel like he blew the smoke.
You guys, Christ, you step up to the plate. One's got the backdrop, one's got the foreground. They're already doing long blades. And for Nick, how's it going, gents? Great to see you.
Hey, great to see you guys again, man.
Tell us what you're smoking there. What are you putting in there, Nick?
So I've got a homegrown Skittles that I just finished harvest. They cure nicely. So I'm gonna be smoking that because it's a special occasion. I get to hang with my 2 favorite peoples, 4 favorite peoples. How many people are there? All my favorite peoples.
Less than 10, I promise.
Less than 10. and Cron, have you clipped all that weed, or is that just... Cron, have you clipped all that weed, or is that just CGI?
That's just CGI, eh?
Can he hear us? Yeah, it's because can Cron hear us?
You should.
No, I can hear you guys.
Okay. I was just saying that. Like, have you clipped all of that in deep down quarantine lockdown because you didn't have anything else to do? That's like a couple of pounds of really good high grade, or is it really clever cronburgundy.com CGI?
Basically
all of the above.
Basically just harvesting time, man.
You know what? Now, we've been doing this for nearly 6 hours, and everybody we've asked about how they're doing things and getting it together. Every single muso we spoke to has been growing weed and curing weed. Every artist we've been on the mix with is curing weed, so they're all actually, the edge has been taken off everything. Like, it's overwhelming. It is quite overwhelming what's going on, really, isn't it? You can't, but it does take the edge off it a bit, Nick, you must admit.
Yeah, I think that the lockdown's really gotten people into growing more than just buying their own, which is good. I like the whole growing concept as well. There's so much better, something special about growing your own weed, curing it, and then smoking your own weed. It's something beautiful.
It's not quite as instant gratification, though. It's not quite as instant gratification doing it that way. I mean, everyone's like going berserk. You've been watching earlier and doing the seed giveaway. I mean, everybody's crazy about seeds because I don't know how long they think we're in freaking lockdown for. Are you actually thinking we're going to be in lockdown long enough to harvest? Jesus.
And does anyone know who can give more
like a winter grow?
Yeah.
Cron, what have you been getting up to, bro? Have you got cabin fever yet? How's your situation? Are you managing to create?
Just a lot of studio time, trying to work on new music, trying to get like new music ready for when lockdown comes down. Like, at least we got some product ready. Shoot some music videos. It's like lockdown has put us on hold, so we're trying to get like a lot of planning done now. You know what it is.
Well, we're going to just roll one of my favourite videos of yours. It's from a while back, but this is one, I think you did this one, you had quite a production going on here because it's quite complex. There's quite a lot of sets, there's quite a lot of setups. Look at you, remember, you do obviously remember this day, yeah?
Yeah. We smoked a lot of weed that day.
I can imagine.
Tell me,
by the time we got to Nick's place, we were so fucking goofed. It was crazy.
Tell me, did you come at 2016? Was that your first appearance in 2016?
Yeah, 2016.
So when is this video?
When was this, Nick? Was it 2016, 2015?
So.
Somewhere
I think it was around
2016. It was because it was one of my first tracks that I did with you when we had just met up on that. So it must have been quite long ago, actually. Yeah, dude.
It's just images, yeah.
Brilliant.
And have you managed to collaborate between the two of you? Are you doing like Zoom links and stuff between you?
Come again?
I say, are you managing to like collaborate between yourselves during lockdown? Do you need to? Are you working on stuff and you Zoom, or somehow you can connect and create?
Yeah. Nick and I are actually working on some new stuff at the moment. So, like, I just email him a beat and tell him what to write, and then we'll link up and record it. We'll make a time to record it because he's got a studio, I got a studio, so it's pretty easy. And we live like 10 minutes away from each other.
Oh, awesome.
Which is pretty dope.
Nice.
All right, and so you managed to run backwards and forwards with a bottle of Jack Daniels down the back of your pants.
Yeah, and Nick likes to drink, so
Hey, look, I'm having a beer. I'm not as edgy as a lot of people I know because there's no booze, but I'm English. I've got this genetic predisposition to beer. I enjoy it, you know. You know, one funny thing. Funny thing that's just come to mind.
Love it all. Love it all.
Yeah, man. One funny thing that comes to mind, and something you said on a thread, was when you left the Hotbox show, whenever it was last year, maybe it was probably around about a year ago after D-Day, you said that driving around the 14th Avenue corner was the longest corner you'd ever driven around in your life.
That corner is awful.
Bro, I remember that. I remember it was after the hot box.
Yeah.
I was so high, the corner just went on and on and on. I nearly died. I nearly died.
That's perfect.
I haven't thought about that for ages. It just sprung to mind now, just thinking about all of it. What we're going to do is try and load one of your videos and go out with sound and just...
Yeah,
we're going to take one of your videos out live with sound now and just see how it is.
Yo, my connectivity is bad. Mine also, bro.
It's Nick Blaze. Yo, Blaze, you know Nick Blaze, man.
Yeah.
No stems, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is.
Yeah, 100%. And it's raining here.
No stems, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is. No stems, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is. No stems, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is.
Tiger King is crazy. Tiger King is crazy. That bitch Carol Baskins.
No stems, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is.
Real, and it's real people, and it's not like a series of fiction. It's fucking real.
It's not like Black Mirror vibes.
It's not
actual.
Americans in general are quite weird, especially from that side. Thank you.
America.
We had to watch it because everyone said watch it, and we're hoping that it wasn't like an anticlimax. Because I remember years ago people telling me, you have to watch Forrest Gump, you have to watch Forrest Gump, it's the most amazing movie, Forrest Gump. And I watched it and it wasn't amazing because like it was too
How did you
hyped
not
up.
love Forrest Gump?
Well, it was overhyped. I liked it,
What
Forrest
kind of
Gump,
cold-hearted person
but
doesn't
it
love
was
Forrest
like
Gump?
too much
I
at the
called my
time.
generator Forrest Trump because it was orange and loud like Trump, but it was also a Jenny.
A little known fact.
Oh shit, that's funny.
The only thing people are gonna get tired of in lockdown is smoking the same strain. That's what's gonna come in now. They're gonna get tired of smoking their own same strain over.
That's why I just
stems,
one
no
joint of
seeds
that
that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is.
for a while. I had to dab myself straight.
Yeah, look, you have to. So you guys, you're not going to run out of weed anytime soon, you two, are you? You're pretty cool in lockdown with that kind of thing. And it's only Nick gets a bit twitchy for ethanol every now and then. Okay, all right, so that's cool. We're just having an issue here, trying to load us something. We're just trying to get. We're not quite sure why it didn't go in. Were you watching the seed competition?
Yeah. Guessing 4,000. No, I'm guessing 2020.
It was the winner actually put down 2, 3, 4, 5, and he won. It was complete zen.
Well, I'm guessing 2020.
I think it was just the video.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Right, so we're ready to go on.
Yeah, no, we're gonna cut to a. Here we go. No. It's weird, huh?
We laugh, right?
I'm really glad that. That's weird. Are you listening to? No, no.
You know what it is. It's your boy Foul Play.
Sorry guys, we're just trying to. We've got something stuck on a link here. When you tell Cron, when you tell me that you're working on some new material, it's the same vein of music, yeah. It's the same genre. You're not turning it into anything else.
Always.
Yeah, all right, man.
I wouldn't expect
we try and rep for the stoners, so you know how it is.
No stems, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is inspiration.
Badass weed.
Who do you look to for inspiration for music wise, you know? Like other artists.
I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it.
Just like
Cron Burgundy.
He's a really young skin.
I flows with it, I flows with it. Johnny Filter. I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it. Drop 16. I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it. Pronoia. You know I crush it, luscious within my Duchess for when I puff it and clutch it before I bust it so when I'm dusted, I'm trusted to be the roughest because I'm rugged, they love it like they could hug it like it's a bucket, and bucket will rhyme with fuck it, so fuck it, I bring the ruckus and touch it like it was touches and get the toughest, you suckers can just come suck this for calling, because I'm bowling, you falling and need some crutches, well I'm not here to lift you, I can offer you a tissue, put an ending to your period and properly dismiss you, I don't give a shit, dude, you a rocket to a missile in that studio, you call them is just property that's misused. Look at what you sit through, I mean honestly, you fish food, always flaky with your statements while you honoring your bitch crew. I'm rocky with the wrist move, never sloppy like my slip through, it's no
Thou shalt confess.
I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it, Cron Burgundy. I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it, Johnny Filter. I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it, Drop 16. I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it, Pronoia. You know I crush it, luscious within my Duchess for when I puff it and clutch it before I bust it so when I'm dusted, I'm trusted to be the roughest because I'm rugged, they love it like they could hug it like it's a bucket, and bucket will rhyme with fuck it, so fuck it, I bring the ruckus and touch it like it was touches and get the toughest, you suckers can just come suck this for calling, because I'm bowling, you falling and need some crutches, well I'm not here to lift you, I can offer you a tissue, put an ending to your period and properly dismiss you, I don't give a shit, dude, you a rocket to a missile in that studio, you call them is just property that's misused, look at what you sit through, I mean honestly, you fish food, always flaky with your statements while you honoring your bitch crew, I'm rocky with the wrist move, never sloppy like my slip through, it's no wonder that I'm cocky when I'm dropping all the spit true, I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it, Cron Burgundy. I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it, Johnny Filter. I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it, Titus track. I flows with it, I flows with it, I flows with it, Pronoia.
Hello 420 land, we're coming to you live from Johannesburg, Carfax in Newtown. There are already hundreds of people in the street, there are queues outside, the second band's on, and everybody's smoking weed!
Welcome to our party, wherever you are. Thanks for joining us. And this is our very first time of trying to live stream this, so bear with us and have fun in your lounge.
All the online tickets have now been sold. The tickets are now at the gate. There's loads of them. They're 150 rand each. Come one, come all, and we'll see you on the street. Bye.
What was it like watching that after so long? When was the last time you watched that video? Nick?
Apart from now.
Yeah.
Now.
Every time's the first time.
And so that must have been like, that's pre-2016, yeah? That's back a bit, 15, 14 maybe.
Yeah, that's 2015 actually.
And is that shot around?
The day we recorded it.
And am I right in saying you live somewhere sort of on Decker's Road somewhere? Where do you guys stay?
Stay in the south. Both in the south.
Okay. Wow, so you're like South boys, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, that's playing again. I see. Okay, well listen, I've got a parting question for you. First of all, I really want to thank you for all the energy you've put into D-Day over the years, and it's nothing about anything that we didn't bring you back one day, because we just keep trying to change it and reinvent it all the time. And even today on the show, there's people that we've met for the first time ever because they were about to play for the first time.
Yeah.
But you know, you're always there. I watch you on the feeds. I think you guys rock and roll. You really do. I think you're really entertaining.
Yes.
And I've got for Cron, I've been asking everybody, when Cyril says go, where are you going to go? What are you going to get first? What food are you going to eat? What's the first thing on your mind?
Go to Spur. I'm gonna buy buffalo wings at Spur. Then I'm gonna go past Steers. I'm gonna get a burger. I'm going past Muchachos for the
Muchachos, yes.
I'm gonna pick up a pizza. I'm gonna put everything on that pizza. I'm gonna put another pizza on top of that pizza, and then I'm good.
Yeah. That's it. Stop past Nando's and Steers
Yeah,
and Spur,
just
get
get
all
like
the
mad
ingredients
munchies
put it on
and
a
shit.
pizza.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
like-
That's everything. That's what I'm getting.
Do you think we're learning the lesson?
No, but like on the real, we actually got a couple of videos we want to shoot. So as soon as lockdown is done, we're gonna get to work. You know, we're gonna shoot some videos, put out content, and yeah, just grind.
Straight down to work. Well, after snacks.
After snacks. Snacks and Jack.
After snacks.
Snacks and Jack. Hey, thanks for putting us all in a good mood, guys. You're looking great. Keeping on, and you're great stalwarts for South African music of your genre. So big up. We'll catch you again. We know that there's going to be a D-Day this year somewhere. All right.
Yeah.
Bless, guys.
Cron Burgundy.
Thanks,
Nick.
Thanks, enjoy the rest of D-Day.
And stay blazed.
Stay blazed.
Cron Burgundy and Nick Blaze. What characters, eh?
They are awesome.
Yes, they're fun.
Yes.
Wow. Very good there. It's all a bit sort of at the moment. How are we doing there? I don't know. Because we've got a
Everybody's
massive
still
dog
sane.
wants to get in. He's
Everybody's
going to
still
take
sane.
every fucking bong out we've got.
It's because the storm's coming, that's why.
Oh, there's a storm coming.
If we...
Okay.
This stuff is... Okay, let him...
No, be right. We have
let him
bongs
come
over
in,
here.
we just stop him from...
So for those of you who are not regular guests of the Hotbox show, this is Vincent Van Dog. Oh, you can't see him because of the bottom third, but he's cute, but he's a year old and he's like 40-something kilos already. And it's chaos. If you got some heady glass on the counter, fuck's sake.
Yeah, Vinny the Great
rings you got
Destructor.
going, forget about it. Whatever bongs you got going, forget about it.
Mm-hmm. Put it away, put it away, put it away now.
He's a giant puppy.
Did we have a fun Pletson we didn't play? 3. Can we play one now?
I think he keeps Jules down.
Yeah.
Just because we had such a glitch going on when Van Pletson and Peach and the gang were in, we had to wait a while, and we said we'd play a bit more footage. So we're going to hit them with another video, and we're just going to take 2 minutes to gather our bit on the next bit, because it's all coming in thick and fast. We're probably going to run another hour and a bit. Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe an hour into the second hour. You all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
But we'll see. I'm waiting for Werner to do a bunch of stuff. Werner, we're trying to get in.
Yes.
That would be great.
Can't be
We've
D-Day
got
without
December
Werner,
Streets.
it's our MC.
December Streets. We're still trying to figure out Zion Ruts because they're just lost in the ether as well. That's difficult. So we haven't got far to go, guys, if you want to hang around. I hope we're not boring you to tears with our ingenuity here.
2 videos.
2 videos, okay. And then BCUC did a promo as well. Okay, Neilio's just said that as well. Is that right
Just
now?
like any D-Day, we've got a lot of work to do.
So,
It's a lot of work, yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'll have to load it.
Okay, but we do have a BCUC set on there as well.
That video, yeah.
Yeah, but let's do it if you can link us into a Van Pletson.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Has it done?
Is jou hare so groot? Because this is my dance hare.
Yo, is why wear this brill. If I check you, then pay the bill. Call me Faddle, cause you know I will. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Stilte is mos goud werd. Praat mooi, de praat snert. Shit man, I don't understand that. Ek bal jou uit soos how's that? Nog 'n kak amazing track. Nog 'n hater rack sy back. If you don't got nothing lekker to say, dan weet jy mos waar jy bly. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil.
Dus ik check meer fokke bier as man. Papa's keer alweer fokke dier in span. My klere weer in die braai verbrand. Had ook al die dorp met geweer en aan. Voor in die plek spoeg vier een vlam. Alweer fokke dronk voor je dier beland. Kakaart in je voordeur neergemang. En laat aangesterand in je muur gekak. Yo, check wie's bek om zijn bek te rek. Die man met die cape op je bek te rek. Chill, laat papa gauw die trekken tik. Baby, kijk dit weer getrekken jet. Fuck, die bro is mijn stuk te rol. Mensen denken ik zie heel dag tuk gepot. Meeste van die tijd is ik tuk gechoos. Zet jouw kak wipe af en dan je stunkpik. Stop.
Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Ons gaan groter as T-Rex. Wag tot Nick sy muscles flex. Shit hierdie beat klink besex. Is tyd dat ons die dansvloer roer. Flip it up met die spatula. Laat die beat pomp soos 'n bachelor. En as die nippels het, dan flash hulle. Spring op en af en dan bounce hulle. Bounce, 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 bounce. En dan bounce hulle. Bounce, 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 bounce. En dan bounce hulle. Bounce, 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 bounce. En dan bounce hulle. Bounce, 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 bounce. En dan bounce hulle. There is no gender, only gender tools. There is no race, only mense. There is no tall, only mingles. If you don't stand, then shh, bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil. Waar bly jy? Jy bly stil. My broer, jy bly stil.
How messed is that? I'm giving you a chance. There's a lot of lucky people here tonight. Don't worry. I got this. Now, yeah. All's cables over there. Oi, you late?
No, man. I'm early.
Rook my asof ek 'n zob is, my siekind. Jy is marvelous, ek dink aan jou as ek wakker word en in die hande en in die stort. Ek verdrink in jou groot groen oë, iewers daar binne het ek myself verloor. Help my, hier kom die verdriete, ek is dronk op die liefde. Jy soen my, asof jy skaam is, maar noem my lief, asof dit my naam is. Jy speel my, asof ek skak is. Checkmate baby, don't know if I smaak this. Alles in my lyf voel so goor, ek dink ek gaan my balans verloor. Help my, hier kom die verdriete, ek is dronk op die liefde. My shot vat, dis my speech. Jy's my flaming Lamborghini, baby girl, ek soek daai heat. As jy is af, as I won't pass, I play for keeps. Van ek soek ietsie meer as man net sex on the beach. Ek sit al met woorde op jou liefdes, ek beskoop nou en dan gooi ek van in jou oor, sien ek by oge, flip jou oor, is seker warm van ek noem jou oor en oor, my spoor verloor, al byna voor van die dronk verdriet van nou weer oor. Kom ons raak dronk op die liefde, kom ons raak dronk op die liefde, kom ons raak dronk op die liefde, kom ons raak dronk. Ek is dronk op die liefde, dronk op die liefde, dronk op die liefde, dronk op die liefde. Ek is dronk op die liefde. Dit voel so lekker. En dan kom môre. Vanaand is lekker. Maar wag tot môre.
Sir, did I not tell you it was gonna be lekker?
It was lekker. It was lekker. Here's some peanut. Yes!
Fun Pletson, eh? What a bunch of mullets, they're great.
Yes, they're amazing.
Production value, eh?
Really,
Outrageous.
really amazing.
Jack Parrow as well, they roped him
Dude.
into the story.
They've got connections, it seems like, all over the place.
Well, the thing about it, Joe, is this year's stage had a reach of over 100,000 people on social media, because these guys are all in their own right. The next clip we want to show is from December Streets, and they were going to be up first time. They were very first time band, but they got 16,000 people on Facebook.
Nice.
And that's quite big for
That is.
a local band.
That is.
They've done a whole bunch of stuff. They released something this year that's like one of the best things they ever did, and I think we've got a live version of it. It's called Haters, and it was the first thing that they released this year. So it's like they declined to be interviewed for this story. No, they didn't. They're not.
They didn't answer. I think we tried to get a hold of them too late, and maybe they've decided to just disappear because it's lockdown and you can do that now.
Sweet, yeah. So, just because they were first timers, we'd like to get them on the show. Have you got that ready to rock? Let's listen to December Streets and see what you think.
Thank you for having us. I'm part of December Streets, and we're here to perform our new single called Haters. I'm here to perform it. I hope everyone's keeping well in lockdown. We got this.
Here we go. I'm so cool when I'm not myself. Yeah. Second place trophy on the shelf. Yeah. I wish I rode electric feel. Take my girl, take the wheel, yeah. I made it, keep telling myself I'm famous. Still living with a mom in a basement. That's my life, I'm loving it, loving it. Them haters keep telling themselves they hate us and saying that we're never gonna make it. That's my life. Middle fingers up to the haters. Yeah, 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 don't hate us cause you ain't us. Yeah, middle fingers up to the haters. Yeah, 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 don't hate us cause you ain't us. Maybe I'm single, maybe I'm broke. My friends all have condos, I live at home. My dog is my best friend, girlfriend is pretend too. Delete your attention, don't need your blessing. One day this life will teach you a lesson. Might be a loser, you're just a loser too. I've made it, keep telling myself I'm famous. Still living with a mom in a basement. That's my life, I'm loving it, loving it. Them haters keep telling themselves they hate us and saying that we're never gonna make it. That's my life, middle fingers up to the haters. Yeah, 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 don't hate us cause you ain't us. Yeah, middle fingers up to the haters. Yeah, 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 don't hate us cause you ain't us. Your middle fingers up to the haters. Yeah, 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 don't hate us cause you ain't us. Your middle fingers up to the haters. Yeah, 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 don't hate us cause you ain't us.
Fuck it, man. 6:10, just getting dark. Now the hot box lights are coming on. There's a queue of 30 metres for people to go 8 up in an arbitrary telephone box to get goofed.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those legends
In
of
the hot box telephone box.
Fit 6 people into a box that's only supposed to have one person, really.
Yeah.
Like one slim person.
Everyone's got a long blade. You've been
Not
in
one
it, yeah?
person has just had a bunch of munchies.
It's there, it's in the workshop, and we didn't even bother really sprucing it up, because every year it gets a bit of a change.
Yes.
I wanted to take a photo in it earlier.
Everyone probably has
Past
pictures
days.
of
Ooh, can I do my cannabis cares challenge in there?
Can we,
Yeah, I'm gonna do my cannabis cares SA challenge in the hot box.
Oh, that's
Yes.
a good idea.
Yes.
That's a
So
good idea.
everyone can post their photo box, their hot box pictures into a group.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because there's probably so many people
Well,
that
post it to
have...
the Dagga couple page
have their
on
pictures.
Facebook or the Hotbox Instagram.
Dog's getting closer and closer.
Testing boundaries.
Yeah, all of them.
I hope everyone's as stoned as we are, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, nothing from Warren yet. No, we're going to try and get. We're trying to get hold of the winner of the seed competition because he's a mathematician of note, and he knew that in a quantum world, if you put 2, 3, 4, 5, you're bound to get something. Sometime. Something must work at some point. Maybe he does it for everything. Maybe he does it the lottery, all of it.
Ah.
Could be.
I wonder how many times he's come right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we could ask him these questions.
Well, yeah, when we can get him through to us, yeah.
Get a hold of him. Well, he said he's walking home from the shop and then he's going to join us.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know how far the shop is, but he's on the way home. Hopefully safe.
Should be.
Make sure he's the only one on the street.
Mm.
Yeah, depends what he's got in the what shop.
I'm sure it's good old-fashioned things like bread and milk. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you get hunted down for carrying a 2-litre Coke these days.
Yeah, because that's not essential. It's just sugar.
Especially if that's all you're carrying.
For some,
But so long, can I do a shout out to the Baked in Josie?
Sure.
Yes.
So obviously we would have normally had our stand there this year, which is always incredible. So to all the ladies, we have a wonderful collection of ladies that do, and gents that do some amazing baking.
Yes.
It's all medicated. And yes, you can still get it if you know where to go.
Yeah, look, they're affiliates of Fields of Green. So if you start at Fields of Green for all, we're kind of the hub for the network of all of that kind of stuff. But they're really clever at what they do, and everybody's doing their side hustle, including that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to know what any of your side hustles are at the moment. Thank you very much. Or anybody in the background here. But I'm sure everybody's side hustling now, even the most evangelical church in the land's going, fuck.
But have you had the fudge? The fudge.
Never mind the church. Have you had the fudge?
Never mind the church. Have you had the fudge? He's all about the church and the fudge.
Yeah.
From Baked in Josie, no, it is damn good fudge.
It is.
It is damn good fudge.
Very
It's fudging good.
The thing is, how do we get
Totally
getting it to people is a bit of an issue. Do you think they're going to actually start?
When they lighten up the couriers, yeah, I'm sure. Because I don't think that they've actually, in real life, been overwhelmed with essential health, whatever. The hospitals haven't been overwhelmed.
No.
Luckily.
Have we done something right?
We did something right. Yay.
Okay.
Well, also, if you got COVID-19, you don't go to the hospital. Right.
Yeah, because they tell you to stay at home.
Yeah, you go to some sort of FEMA camp on the border of Botswana, and you ever see kids.
In fact, takes you to it takes you to a public hospital if you got COVID-19 symptoms. Really, like, that's why the hospitals aren't rushed. Obviously.
No. Cron and Nick roll with a DJ. The DJ puts the backing down, and I can't forget, he needs to come on as well.
Yes.
I'll just come to mind.
Yes,
I always wanted him to play a set for us, but we never got round to it. He's never been in the right place at the right time. That's how they rock and roll. I'm going to give Werner a buzz, and if they don't come through, then we just call it a day. It's as simple as that. A command decision. I think we did pretty well. We're going to run 6 hours, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. We're already an hour and a half after the restart, so.
Wow.
Yeah, we're on about 6 hours now.
How long was the restart? Was it about 20 minutes or something? More?
Yeah, it was about half an hour.
Half an hour. That's quite a long time for a live stream to walk away.
Yeah.
Anyway, they know they know that we're stoners, and they know it's...
They know we're here trying. We're never going to walk away and go, nah, it's not worth trying
We'll keep
anymore.
trying.
We're always
Will
gonna put in
Fuck
the
Off
effort.
Policey Car ever appear at 420? Well, yes, Zolbart, they would, because now they re-exist as a band. So the chances of them doing so is quite high, but we tried to get hold of them in 2014, and they weren't into the thought at the time because it was still quite new, being on a stage about weed. So I'm sure they'll have changed their form. We've got
A lot
such a
has
product.
changed since
We're the
2018.
D-Day main stage. That's a fucking product. You haven't made it unless you've been on the D-Day main
That's
stage.
what it is. It's what it is.
How does one know if you were one of the 10 people that won? Zane Ravel. It's because the piece of paper's not here.
Is
It's
that not
over
stuck
there
against the microphone there?
Ah, okay. Zane Ravel. What I can tell you is, no. Sorry, matey.
Wasn't you?
Tobias the Great, who knows? Delta 9 Jack, who doesn't know? Gonzo Green, I think knows. Alfonso Fortain. Damien Darshit, you know who you are. Damon, Julio Trinchero, Brendan Wright, Wayne Wright, I don't think he knows yet. And Joanne Campbell. It's the only thing she's ever won in her whole life, and I'm so glad it was on D-Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad her name's also Joanne.
Yeah, that already makes her super cool.
Yeah, she must be an amazing human being.
Yeah.
Zolbart, that would be wicked. Some Afrikaans bands. I'll have a talk to Francois. He can be a doer sometimes.
Yeah, doesn't like being associated with me, eh?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's like being
No, well, that's the battle we've had in the past. Is
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be, but, well, hey, all right,
We
so
all fucking up
in
there.
those days you didn't, but right now it's a fucking essential item.
Everything's
Really.
changed. Everything's different now.
So, yeah, that's... I remember seeing them at Oppie Copy when they first came to town. When they first came to play, it was like 20... Fucking hell, no, it wasn't. It was 2006 or something. Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
ish.
really? When they just... Oh.
And nobody was ready for them. No. Especially parents.
Yeah.
hell no.
Definitely not.
Did you ever see them live? Total outrage. And Oppie Copy's like, in those days, anything goes. It was like, well, it's fucking quite a blinder.
No, it was free land.
I've never
You were
seen so
free
many.
day.
I've never seen so many drunk people in one place in one time ever in my entire life.
Yeah.
True
it to
story.
us, now it's
First
hardly-
festival in South Africa to break 10,000 people on a... Was at a stage the biggest multi-day festival in the Southern Hemisphere.
Wow.
Really?
Snap.
That's Australia. That's bigger than
Multi-day.
in South
Multi-day
America. There's some
camping.
Oh, that's
crazy.
Myrtle.
Multi-day
That's
camping
Myrtle.
stuff.
Okay. Shit.
So,
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but also a couple of years ago it started selling out before they even opened. A month before. No tickets. Fully booked show.
wow. Is it Myrtle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mert is joining us.
Yeah.
Cool. She made lunch for us and
I
we never
know, we
went
never
to
got
it.
to it.
It was delicious.
Never got to it.
Oh,
Okay, Yellow Man's
nice.
inbound. So can we have Mert on the couch?
Yeah. Yes.
There we go.
That's exactly why I stood up out the way.
Hello, Daisy. She's a nightmare in here as well. Her
Okay.
tail's a mission. But, okay.
Sit there with you. Oh no, does Moose want to sit by Jules? Yeah.
Come on in. We've got a surprise for you. Come on in. Would you believe
Hello everybody.
Hello.
Right.
you're back?
Back.
Had a good
Exactly
day.
6 hours later.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we're too busy for lunch, but
It's
we're
fine.
quite wired and chipped up and stuff. It's been quite a thing. Have you been watching?
Yeah,
You've been
I've
watching some of it?
Yeah.
Imagine running out of data.
Imagine. Thanks for saving us though. Mert is the queen who got us back on the road. So thanks Mert for saving us.
Indeed.
So our next guest is one of the luckiest mathematicians in the whole world. He has actually taken it to another level of mathematics because he is a financial advisor for the Stars, and he thought that if he put 2, 3, 4, 5 together, it would win him a competition. So Warren, I think you're on the line now. Big up to you, matey, for winning a very prestigious competition. There he is with Koi Dank, and Koi Dank, of course, is... Hang on. Oh, it's coming up live. No, you'll have to do that again, Warren. We're not in the box. Yeah, do you know how many times he actually wrote down a number, though? Lots.
Did he do lots of entries?
I
was
stopped
the laws of
counting.
average.
Eventually I stopped counting and I was just checking like when it's like close to 2,000. Because it just became so many, because I had like a tab open because people kept guessing like multiple times. So I had a tab open and then I just like log their guesses as they'd come in. And like eventually I was just like, no man, dude, you're being ridiculous. And I waited for us to get closer. And as he got closer, I was like, okay, it's getting there, it's getting there.
Yeah,
And
in
yeah,
the end,
he
he
was
was it.
closest with a very random guess, but actually got it within 80, exactly 80 from
the amount that it was.
The amount that it was.
Yeah, well done.
To come in closest. Yeah.
It's really weird. We can't flip him in at the moment. Very, very strange. It's like we've lost a keyboard or something. Well, you just lost me there. There you go. I'm back. All right, I think everything's just getting hot and bothered now. We just thought we'd been Warren in as the last thing. We couldn't get Werner in because now we wanted him in, but now he's really busy with doing chop wood, carry water stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Oh, well, get Werner in on the show next week.
How's it?
Yeah, man. Ah, there you go.
Yay!
That was weird.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now,
Can
yeah.
you see me?
I can't see you quite yet. You're coming up in a minute. You'll be there quite now. So listen, Brew, while we're trying to set up this phone call with you, you mentioned that you were coming back home from the shop. So you're okay? Are you unscathed? You're all right? You're not traumatized just by being fucking outside?
All good. Yeah. Yeah, I know, all good. Just gotta get some essentials, you know. I was running out of lighter gas, so I had to get that.
Where'd you find?
Yeah, no, these guys need
that
lighter
now.
gas. We're not allowed to have it in our part of the world. You see how?
No, we are now.
Oh, you are now?
No, for the last week or so.
We still haven't been able to find.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Warren, we're going to get in the crossfire of some really serious accusations that we cooked the whole of the competition and you ended up winning all of the seeds, Brew. But I think it's just because you're a mathematical genius.
He's speechless.
He's
If I looked at the jar and I was like, okay, this is like max, if you know what every seed weighed, and I was like, no, fuck it. I've seen 100 seeds in a jar. So I know what 100 seeds in a jar looks like. And I was like, okay, times that by 10, it will fill that jar. With another factor of 10, it will fill the middle part. So it's close to probably 2,000 seeds, maybe. And I was like, okay, just go random numbers from there. But I was thinking 2,000 seeds, yeah.
Good job.
Good job. Well done. And you are going to keep us posted because for Green Smoke Room, he wants progress reports on how the grow's going.
No, he's got to start. He's got to do the whole thing, the unboxing from the
Yes.
beginning when it arrives with the courier, like and updates.
With the courier? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'm still speechless. I can't believe that I actually won that prize. I don't really win prizes, and that was like, what the fuck? So yeah, on D-Day it's really special, and it was like random as fuck. Anybody thinks it was rigged. It was not the fuck rigged. But it was awesome. It was just something really special. I already got inboxes. People want cuttings from those genetics. So it's gonna do the East London club very well. It's going into the vault.
So there's a budding business for you, my brother. Clones.
So what are you going to do? You're just going to sell them off as coy dank and be unscrupulous?
No, it'll be a Koi Dank collaboration with Knuckle Genetics and with Green Smoke Green Room.
Collaboration, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, no, it's gonna go around. The ghettos are gonna have dank. I mean, I've been crying for genetics to get into the ghettos, like proper genetics. So I mean, Knuckle Genetics, Green Smoke Room. I mean, damn, I didn't even know what I want actually. I didn't know I want seeds.
And
yeah,
grow
so I'm
medium,
really
bruh.
keen on that, yeah.
Fancy, bro, fancy.
So, Warren, how's it going generally with you down there? Go on, I'll let you have that bong. It's okay. Do the bong.
We're red man.
Yeah, let me smoke this bong, yo.
Nice.
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 And have you,
yeah.
Have you got a bit of a harvest going on there, Warren, yeah?
Yeah. Me Helen gone. but I'm saving a lot of it for extract. So yeah, what I've grown this year is for bubble ash and some rosin. But yeah, I'm almost done. I'll have a lekker bubble ash day just before lockdown's done. Yeah, so it's been busy this side. I've had enough to keep myself busy. But there's a lot out there on the farms in the Pondo land. So I'm really keen to get out there and go and visit my farms.
Been working on your techniques for the next Amber Cup, maybe.
Ooh, yo, don't. I've got new genetics to play with and enough time. So fuck yes, damn.
Okay, I'll start with you this time.
Sure.
I think last year I more or less ended by your stand, and I knew immediately. I went back to some guys for a second round, but shame. The vote was cast.
Yeah. Done deal.
Yeah.
No, thank you guys. Yeah, no, it's been awesome. Like even like watching you guys live and checking out D-Days come together, reminiscing on all the old school times. I mean, it's come very far from that like random fucking illegal party in Maboneng and just setting shit up, and it was fucking awesome. Even to like see you guys bring it together online now. So I mean, everybody that supported it over the years, we're just showing what the South African cannabis community is about through the ups and downs, and we're just gonna get stronger. I mean, look where we are now. It's just amazing.
And looking,
awesome,
looking back on those videos and seeing how many people are recognized that are still around, that are still coming to D-Days, that you still see them pop up on our social media feed. They still, people are still around. I think that people can't say that we're also fickle and we're all fighting with each other and all that. It's a very, very strong community, the
very
foundation.
Community.
There'll always be
There's always
whatever.
fights because that's what family does. Family fights.
But there really is a strong foundation that's awesome to see in those videos. Because it also reminds us why we come together.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
How many D-Days have you done, Warren?
Yeah.
How many D-Days have you done?
Probably like 4 or 5, Jules. I think I missed 2, but I've done about 5 or 4 of them. I can't count.
Now you can say 6 because this is going to be classed as the 8th D-Day.
Yes, this is the 8th D-Day. Yeah.
The next one will have to be 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, D-Days are very special. I mean, we're pushing the boundaries every D-Day. I mean, anybody that's been to a D-Day, there was a big difference in last year's D-Day with the cops just being present, but everybody being a bit more relaxed and getting used to the cops' presence. Whereas D-Days, like in 2018, I'll never forget walking the gauntlet, just getting into D-Day. Everybody that went to 2018's D-Day, walked the fucking gauntlet, and like, fuck the cops, you know what I mean? Which was like the fucking best thing ever. So yeah, I'm super proud of the South African cannabis community and how they've steadfast through the difficult times and now the so-called, legalized times where, Tele says fuck alcohol and cigarettes and like Dagga is legal. It's like, wow. So that's like the best thing ever to my ears, So and just how society will just have to understand, accept, and acknowledge that cannabis is here, and the people on the screen here are like the foundations of that. And congrats to you guys making the top 100 icons in fucking cannabis in the world. It's fucking breathtaking away. Well done, Myrtle. Well done, Jules. Well done, everyone.
That's one hell of a list, isn't it?
Away.
It is one hell of a list.
I just hope that as a woman in the cannabis world, that the next time one of these lists, which are really quite arbitrary because there's thousands of us who've made a difference in some way, but as a woman, that I can get some more women on that list the next time for sure. For sure. If they're going to make it a thing, maybe it's just a once-off thing.
She's biased. Here's the crew for Fields of Green for All. Do you see any men in the house?
The men are
We also
behind
happen to be
scenes.
strongly involved in Toketivity, which is the women's.
Yes. Yeah.
movement
No, what
kind
about
of-
Charles? Yeah. And what about Suresh? No,
Suresh
we
also.
missed,
They're
What
behind the
about
scenes.
Charles?
They're there.
What about Charles?
We didn't get
We
Charles.
missed Charles today.
It's a
We did show his profile.
You did show his picture. Okay, good. His little video.
It's a rainbow group. Don't worry, we cater for all. Fields of Green for all.
Because our crew is based all over the
Yeah, I know.
country.
No, it's
gone. No, he's still there.
Are you there? Yeah. Okay.
We're going to call it a day.
Yeah,
You're our
it's
last
just
guest
a-
of the
it's just
evening,
a bit-
Warren. You're just our last guest of the evening because you're the only winner that we found so far that we know who to call.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it, man. It was a fucking surprise of note. Awesome. It was awesome also dialing in and seeing you guys and chilling with your oaks. I'm going to smoke lots of Dagga after this now to celebrate. Fucking can't believe it. I'm already getting messages as I'm chatting to you. You won this, you won that. I won that cutting, I won this cutting. I'm like, fuck yes, man. All good. Time to share and be blessed.
Cool, man. Love to everybody in Kids Beach, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. More fire. We smoking lots of good weed down here at the coast, yeah? More fire, sisters and brothers.
Koi dank. Put the koi dank back
DDay
up.
4.20.
Put the koi dank back up.
Yeah.
Set in stone, my
there we go.
crew.
There we go.
There you go.
There we
Koi
go.
dank. It's dank and it's from the koi.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. That's a good, great byline.
It is.
It's like, it's dry, but you can drink it.
Yeah.
Koi dank. It's dank, but you can smoke it. All the way from the Ponderland. He was number 2 in the Amber Cup this year with a cheeky little number that blew us all away. Blew him as well.
blew us all
He was
away.
playing with the big knobs from down in the farms, up in here with the big boys in Joburg, and he went away with second prize. Thanks for being in the background, Warren. You're in so many of the videos of DDay, it's quite scary, actually. You're always there somewhere tuning your thing, So, thanks for being in the mix, Brew. Good night.
Good night.
Bless.
Cheers, Warren.
Ivy vibes. Thank you.
So Neilio had an idea that we should get Charles in for a final shot. But if it doesn't happen in the next 30 seconds, which there's no reason why it should, because I'm not so sure Charles is still watching. Maybe he is. And Mary Lou's just signing off. Bye-bye. Everyone's been... What, did you see the Mary Lou part with the live set from Bruce?
It was beautiful.
Yeah. It was mostly hat.
Yeah.
An interview
Love that hat.
with mostly hat. Yeah.
Love that hat.
Okay.
I think we should just wear that.
Yeah, we're
It's
going to
very
roll it up.
lame, no?
We're going to roll it up. It's all good. We're going to play out with the latest Van Pletsen.
Yes.
And because we said we would,
Mhm.
and that's the plan that we had. There's a whole bunch of people in the background that need
Less
to know
than
that
10.
A week ago, literally 8 days ago, there was nothing on the table much. There was a vague thing going on with how tech could do it, but then all the list people and the Parat people and the spreadsheet people and all the other people that do this stuff came to town and took it out of my head as this arbitrary thing and turned it into a piece of paper that I have been running to all freaking day.
Well done, you.
Just the proof of it all. There's Marlene's thing, and it's due to stop at 18:20, and it's 18:25. We only found there's one person we couldn't get hold of, and we did pretty good. Otherwise, we had a bit of a glitch in the middle, but it's been hectic, eh?
Yeah.
It's been a good day.
No, it's been quite.
It's been busy.
Putting it together. So thank you for watching. Join us on the Hot Box Show every Thursday.
Yes.
Myrtle, have you got a parting shot from Fields of Green and all its finaliness?
Well, I want to say thank you to everybody for watching today, and thank you to everybody who's watching it afterwards, because you can always watch it on the Dagga Couple YouTube channel. And thanks for all the support, because D-Day is the money for Fields of Green for the rest of the year. So we don't know quite how we're going to do it, but we always make a plan, and we can only make a plan with your guys' support. So thanks you very much. It's been an awesome day.
Yeah, man. Thank you, crew. Thanks for having
Thank
me.
you. Yeah, I'd like you
Cheers.
to all please stay safe and choose happy, of course.
Yeah, default switch.
Default switch.
Default switch. Cool. So Van Pletsen's going to be back in the house, and we're going to call it a day. And we'll see you next week on the Hotbox Show. Enjoy your
Happy
long
D-Day!
weekend. Enjoy your long weekend, if it means anything to you. I think I'll have a long weekend.
Workers' Day and Freedom Day.
Join us next week on a completely arbitrary day, formerly called Thursday.
Yeah. Interesting.
You're all frozen up. Cool, here it goes.
Check die tyd en become gereed. Now is the time when you weet. Kry die saab en die rolpapier. Let's skin up, it is 4.20. As jy is op swaai sing dan saam. 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 Asem in en blaas dit uit. 20:04 is 'n irritate. Ek is dik gerook en dis okay, want ek het julle almal hier saam met my. Wêreldwyd, wake and bake. Almal word wakker with the smell of space cakes. Amsterdam tot Zaapstad, son tot maan. As jy is op swaai sing dan saam. 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 Was ek kaptein, soos Papa Perro op die brandewyn-trein. Liefde vir almal en groete by die huis, van Grootond en ek sien namaste. As jy is op swaai sing dan saam. As jy is op swaai sing dan saam. As jy is op swaai sing dan saam. As jy is op swaai sing dan saam.
Good evening. My name is Van of Yib, and I am here this evening with two lovely ladies who are
Jamie Lee, Monica.
Now, ladies, what time did you arrive here today?
I actually don't know. I think like 2 o'clock.
How did you hear about this event?
I actually just saw somebody send me the picture of it, and I was like, see.
Hello, my name's Devo. Been smoking weed for about 13 years on a daily basis. Never been busted, never been arrested for it. I've never raped anyone while on it. I've never killed anyone. I've never stolen for it. I've never sold my mother's stuff for it. Ultimately, it's helped me every day after a hard day's work. Fucking smoke a joint and I'm chilled. I suddenly don't want to kill anyone. Weed saved my life, definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Van of Weber. I am here today at the Cannabis 4.20 DDay, Dagga Day, and I'm interviewing, what's your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris, and you're representing what boy band behind you here?
Guys that are just excited to be
the guys who are excited to be here is the name of the boy band, ladies and gentlemen. But what would you say to people who oppose the legalization of cannabis, sir?
Screw them.
There you have it. Love is always the better option. If they don't agree with you, just screw them until they do. You can hold your beer.